Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XDC. I'm going to start with this. Globiance and Comtech Gold Dubai to offer gold and silver-backed tokens. Globiance and Comtech Gold are on the XDC blockchain 4.0, which utilizes fast, military-grade secure software. It offers quick transaction speed, low transaction fees, forensic tools, and offers ISO 222 interoperability. And this is just getting started for XDC. People are always saying the price doesn't really move. Well, it's because we're not quite there yet. You got to remember, we're still in a bear market. When these cryptos start taking off, XDC, from where it sits right now, is an easy 100x. You want to keep accumulating while the price is where it is today. ISO 222, the revolution in financial messaging in the crypto world. And we see here the projected acceptance of new messaging model globally will greatly influence financial institutions, corporations, and anyone in the world of finance and large transactions. More than 70 countries have adopted ISO 222 into their payment systems, including Switzerland, China, India, and Japan, and many more than 200 payment types in scope. It harmonizes formats and data components from different payment methods that previously could not work together. And of course, XDC is going to be one of the biggest ones. Just wait until it's handling all the money inside of trade. It's just a matter of time. It's a good thing we have XDC. 2-second transaction finality and less than a penny transaction fee. Just awesome. Purpose built for regulated global trade, finance, and asset tokenization. And people always like to talk about Bitcoin like it's going to be the one world currency of the future. Just in, chair of the new Digital Assets Committee, sending Bitcoin takes so long my coffee gets cold. It's not ready for payments. It's not part of the future. Bitcoin maxis always tell people that hold ISO coins, sell your ISO coins. They're slavery tokens to the CBDC system and put your money into the freedom coin, Bitcoin. Let me tell you something. Bitcoin doesn't have a future and they know it. It doesn't have utility and they know it. They have to build hype around it. You don't have to build anything around XDC. It will move on its own utility and use case in the future. Hybrid blockchains disrupt business as usual by merging the best of private and public blockchains. And again, XDC is a hybrid blockchain. For instance, Xinfin recently developed a hybrid blockchain using Ethereum as its public chain and Quorum as its private chain. Ramco Systems is already employing this hybrid blockchain to manage its supply chain logistics effectively. Another real world use of hybrid blockchain includes Ripple Network. But you can see how valuable XDC is going to be. And right now is the time you just be patient and continue to accumulate. I always make sure I accumulate more XDC. I believe this is going to be a top mover. I was looking over some math. Xinfin Network is looking to disrupt a $19 trillion industry. When they manage to move $1 trillion on the network, with the current supply, XDC has the potential to reach $81 with one $1 trillion contract on the network. Think about that. And like I said before, I know XDC is definitely going over $100 at some point. That's capturing only 5.2% of international trade market. And I believe XDC is going to capture much more than 5.2%. I believe year over year, XDC is going to grow in value. Xinfin Official is a third generation blockchain that combines public private blockchains with interoperable smart contracts. They are set to disrupt global and trade finance in a significant way, with one of the world's fastest and most energy efficient consensus to date. And people see the value in it and other people just don't. I see on crypto Twitter all the time, people keep saying, I'm not seeing where XDC is going to be part of the new financial system. Are you kidding me? We're in 2023 now. People need to wake up. Everybody likes that their crypto is tied to this or tied to that. For me, I see the value in XDC. I know where XDC is going in the future, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to regret not investing in it. Standard Charter to tokenize trade finance in Singapore digital asset pilot. And again, this is also going to be very big. And Standard Charter is out there working on this right now. It started back in November of last year. Everything's getting ready to go live around trade at some point. They're getting the laws put in place about around trade going digital. Tokenization will be next. NFTs are going to be massive in the future as well. Did you know that platforms with the biggest TV out total value locked on blockchain are lending and borrowing platforms? These platforms are the most profitable dApps on the blockchain. Finally, XDC users are going to be able to use their tokens for lending and borrowing. This means in the future, when XDC is hitting those high numbers, you don't have to sell your XDC. You will be able to earn passive income. This is done so by an individual sending their assets to a smart contract, which serves as an automated digital intermediary, following which the coins become available to other users for borrowing. While on paper, this may seem somewhat absurd, but since the person could potentially just sell their assets in the first place to get the money, there are many reasons why DeFi borrowing makes sense. So instead of just cashing out your crypto in the future, you can continue holding it, waiting for it to hit even higher numbers as the years go on. That's how you get generational wealth. Firstly, users may need funds to cover any unforeseen expenses they may have incurred while not wanting to sell their holdings, as the assets may be primed to increase in value in the future. You know, I believe these ISO coins have the potential to hit very high numbers. Think about the trade industry, how big it is. $19 trillion. That's massive. And that grows year over year. So what do you think is going to happen to XDC when it's moving all that trade money? It's going to gain value year over year. That's why I don't want to sell that lump sum cash out and regret it later when it's hitting very high numbers. Similarly, by borrowing via DeFi protocols, individuals can potentially avoid or delay paying capital gains taxes on their digital assets. And that's another thing that we're all going to be looking at probably next year, really, when the market really takes off. Because I believe 2023 is going to be a big year for crypto with ISO going live, Ripple possibly winning the case against the SEC. That could actually spark the next run. Then all of a sudden you got to pay the capital gains depending on where you live. Here in the US, it's like 20%. But if you could borrow instead, then you could avoid the capital gains. Lastly, individuals can use funds borrowed via such platforms to increase their leverage on certain trading positions as well. Then, on top of that, maybe you could just earn interest off of your crypto in other ways. And there's going to be more and more ways to earn passive income in the future, especially when these cryptos really go off. Because DeFi lending protocols use an automated smart contract code to enable loans, users don't have to wait to get their funds. These protocols are removed the need for credit checks and enable users to borrow cryptocurrency regardless of location. So this could be worldwide, and there's no reason for a credit check either. We're going to have a lot of options. Crypto is just getting started. We're so early into it, we beat the institutional money here. The fourth industrial revolution is here as well. We're starting to see that massive network get built out around payments, the new financial system. XDC is 100x in its sleep and twice on Sunday, and I've been saying that for a long time because I believe once this market finally does move, XDC, like I said, is going to shock a lot of people that are really overlooking it, overlooking how big the trade industry actually is. Like I said, at some point it's definitely going to hit $100 and most likely beyond. I believe it's going to hit very high numbers year over year. It's going to be like a high price stable coin at some point. That's why I said if there's options to not sell your crypto, That looks like the better option in the future. Instead of cashing out, paying the capital gains, and maybe blowing through the money in a few years. This way, generational wealth it will come because you could take the money you're earning from your crypto and buy even more crypto with that money, then make more money month over month, whatever the case may be. But right now, it's the time to just be patient and do nothing and continue stacking while we still can. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I just try to keep you positive in what you hold. And because I want you to get to that finish line, I want to get rich with all of you. I say it all the time because, again, I'm not rich myself, so I want to get there too. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.